Hi, everybody. Happy Star Trek Tuesday. Are you ready to eat? Are you ready to talk Trek? Are you ready to check out the rugged Matt Boardman?
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm.
we have a lot of great news to tell you guys about. Do you know that it is officially official? It is confirmed. Scott Bakula will be playing President Archer in an upcoming Star Trek series. I don't know if it's not confirmed, but it's
I was gonna say, I was like, is that confirmed?
it's I mean what's what's a step below confirmed? Almost confirmed?
Unconfirmed?
What's a
Rumor
step
has it.
below? What's a step?
Rumor
Yeah, I don't even
has
know
it,
if it's
yeah.
unconfirmed. I feel like it's a little bit lower than that. And it's not even like rumored. It's like the idea's been floated.
Scuttlebutt says.
Wait. Take two. Find out in just a few minutes what the deal is with Scott Bakula possibly being in an upcoming Star Trek series about President Archer. We'll give you all the news on that in a moment.
Ooh.
Also, it might happen, so we'll just talk about that in a second. Also, Simon Pegg has some words to say about the Tarantino Star Trek script that may or may not be happening. It won't, it's already passed, but you never know. Star Trek 4 keeps taking twists and turns,
Exactly.
so
It
who
sure
knows?
does.
And also, we got just way more big STLV news. Look, Star Trek likes to drop big news at New York City Comic Con and
It's
San
true.
Diego Comic Con and the one in Brazil we never remember, and on Variety magazine and things like that. But a lot of big news just comes out organically out
Yeah.
of
Wow.
STLV, the biggest news of all. So we're going to get into all of it with Melissa X Longo.
X is for
Hi.
extreme.
Ooh.
And of course, Jenny R. Johnson.
A. A.
Sorry, Jenny
Oh,
A.
really?
Johnson. Sorry.
Tomorrow?
What's going on, guys?
And of course, the Dan Patrick Show's own, the Matt Boardman.
Hey, look at me. I lost my razor.
Hey, wait, what?
Oh, I couldn't take those on the plane.
Oh, right. We
Razors don't
No
get you
specifically
into the
razors
got
voodoo.
on
you
the
razors.
plane.
I know they don't get you into the voodoo lounge and they don't get you on airplanes.
Razor Ramon. Everybody, my name is Ryan T. Husk. Did someone say Razor Ramon? Why that brings us to wrestling. Let's talk about
Oh
wrestling
my
today. I
Lord.
know, I can't believe someone brought that up. I don't remember who.
Who
Let's
was that?
say,
Oh, my Lanta.
let's say hello to everybody in the live chat. You guys, we missed you so much. Chris Marshall, we missed you less because we just saw you, but it's great to see you again. Dave Gregory, we miss you a little less as well because we just saw you. But we're
Ah,
going to miss you now that we've seen you for so many
Exactly.
days and really
of
enjoyed your
course.
presence. Who else do we miss less? Fran Iverson, it was great seeing you in Las
Mm-hmm.
Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Glenn Iverson, great seeing you in Vegas. Chuck
Mm-hmm.
A, great seeing you in Vegas
Mm-hmm.
as well. But maybe that makes us miss them more when we see them in person. What do you guys think?
I mean, that too,
I
right?
think so.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And also, hello to Joshua Reeve, Mark Zutkoff, Walter Ian K, Joel, and Valisok. We saw you in
We
Vegas.
saw,
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
look at this. This is from
Dressed to the
Joel.
nines.
That's from him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from
Yeah.
him.
Mhm.
Wow,
Experience
pretty badass.
beige.
Pretty badass. Great seeing you, Joel. Hello to Nanoti. I just know Nanoti's here because there's she's got like 40 high Nanotis in the live
Exactly.
chat. Hello to Rookie of the Year, Red Shirt Bob. Hi to Joshua Reeve, Lucia Raz out in Brazil, Arg Scott. Did we say Bob D already? I don't think so. Bob D. And everybody else. Chris Garris, we just saw you. Great seeing you. Okay. Deep breath, everybody. First of all, everybody, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications so that way you know when we're going live and when we're not going live. And if you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate that. Also, Make sure to say hello to everybody
Right?
in the live chat and let Melissa know when she yawns, does it make you yawn?
Making me want to yawn.
Oh my God. Hello to Allison Leach Hyde. We just saw. Are you
Hey!
watching from the car,
I was gonna say,
Allison?
isn't she like still there?
I know.
Yeah.
She's
Somewhere in
driving,
Arizona right now.
right?
Driving through. Zeke's probably driving.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
hot. They got the air conditioner going, and she's like, I'm tired of listening to the air conditioner whistling in my ear. I want to hear Matt whistle in my ear.
Yeah.
Aw, we missed Chewy too, Chris Marshall. What
Yeah.
a little cute
Oh
fluff
my
ball.
gosh,
I
right?
Oh,
know.
yeah, that little rascal that's 1/4 husky.
Little rascal.
Such a floof. I mean,
Little
it's a
rascal.
triple with a face.
And hi to Rico E. Anderson. We just saw you as well.
Oh my God.
And Herbert Turner. I don't think Herbert was there.
I don't think so.
Anyway, we're going to get into some big Star Trek Scott Bakula, President Archer news, and all the other hot goss that just came out of. Is that like a Saved by the Bell reference? I don't know. All
No.
the Mark Goss.
I'm
No, it's just
so
me.
excited. I'm so excited. I'm
excited.
so scared.
I'm scared. I hate you guys.
You know, you know.
You know, you know.
We all know. It was like caffeine pills or something, right?
Uh-huh. It was, yeah.
So edgy.
Well,
Before we get into all that news, guys, all
Aw.
4 of us were just in Vegas together. Like, just in Vegas together. Matt, when did you leave?
just in case.
What time did you leave?
I left. Well, last time I saw you guys was almost 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I left
And-
about 5:45.
Yeah.
Oof. That's right. And Jenny, yeah, about 24 hours. When did you leave?
I left at 11:30 yesterday morning. And I've
Okay.
been in
We'll
some
call
sort
that
of
30
time
hours.
vortex ever since because I've had no idea what time it is. All day today, I was like, it's definitely 2 p.m. And it was like
And-
7.
Melissa, you left right after I did, right?
Right before you did. I was honking at you because I drove past where you were parked. But you were
How did you leave before we did?
because I wasn't parked far from where you were parked.
That's pretty cool. But
But-
you like helped us with our stuff.
Yeah.
We
and
all
then I
hugged
walked
goodbye,
to my
got into the
stuff.
car, and you still lapped us.
No.
Yeah. Well, because I was already packed and ready to go. And
Yeah.
then I got in the car and you and Darth were both like this. And I
We
honked
had a
my
thumb
horn.
war.
I honked my horn and you didn't look up from your phone. And then I honked again and you didn't look up from your phone. And I said, it's too hot for this shit. I'm going home.
And you learned your lesson not to honk at people in a parking garage. But
Well, I was just gonna
that was
go,
just this morning. That was like
Yeah,
6
11
hours ago,
o'clock.
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So we were still at STLV's at 6 hours ago, but the time vortex that Jenny's talking about, I hooked you up there, making her feel at home, is well, I experienced that yesterday.
Mhm.
So everybody at home, we're just kind of catching up on the STLV stuff before we get into the big news. Hello, back of the head. Hello,
Hey!
Richard
Hey.
T.
Did you see that Dave Gregory is on the plane right now?
Oh shoot, still. Wow.
Yeah.
Safe trip. So I had this time vortex that yesterday morning I wake up and it's Monday morning and I
Mhm.
think, time to take a fucking breath. But nope, wake up to a bunch of emails, bunch of texts, got to work, do this stuff. So I worked pretty
Whoa.
much all morning and the beginning of the afternoon. And then, or the first half of the afternoon, finally I'm like, all right, I got to go to this pool party real quick. I think Melissa was already at the pool party and so was Anne Marie and others. And Darth was apparently
Allison.
at the poo party, but we
I didn't
didn't.
see Darth.
No, he was there apparently at the same time. Anyway, So then we all go to the brunch that we now do on Monday evenings at the Palms, not brunch buffet. And then it was kind of like worked, poo party for a very short time, buffet dinner.
Nap.
Then we played in the casino for a couple hours at night, and that was it.
After the
That like,
nap.
yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't nap, but like, I was like, it was 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, how is it 10? I feel like I've done
Yeah.
three things so far today. It feels like
Hmm.
two. Feels like 2 o'clock, but the
Yeah.
day's over.
Yeah.
So
We
it's kind
did
of
play
bummed.
roulette and I won $4.
Amazing.
I won
Nice.
$2.
I
I
forgot to
mean,
gamble while I was
I
there.
lost
I mean,
102.
I won more than $4, but I cashed out at $4 more than I put in.
Awesome.
So
Gotcha.
Cashing out is for suckers.
No way, man. I really did mean to
Boring.
play while I was there, but then I forgot.
I
I was
should have
very
quit while I
busy. It
was
was a busy
ahead.
week. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Very
We did the
busy.
whole Vegas thing like in the last 2 hours of Monday night, basically. Like we
Yeah.
crammed all of
Yeah,
Vegas
yeah.
of actual Vegas
Right.
at like late night on Monday night. A bunch of us
Mhm.
just went to a roulette table and grabbed a drink and
It's awesome.
said things.
It was really
I can
fun.
almost smell the smoke from here. Mm.
That
The
hotel
poor
It's-
air.
lady,
It's my pants.
she had to teach me how to play because
Well, that's fair.
I didn't know
And-
what to do.
Anne Marie was who was next? Anne Marie was teaching me how to play, but she didn't even she's like, it's easy, you just put stuff down. I'm like, this game's boring. This game's stupid. So I would just like put giant clumps of things onto one number and be like, I'm either gonna win big or lose big and move on. But then a
Then
few
she
people
won.
just kept going like this, kept putting like one chip on a million things, and then they would win like
Oh.
two and then three at a
Me.
time. I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna be here
Ooh.
forever.
Well,
Glenn Iverson says he probably lost over 500 while he was at STLV, but that was in food and photos.
Oh, yeah.
It was a little pricey.
Ooh, that looks like a nice drink you have there.
Right?
Thanks, Friday.
Ooh.
Wasn't it
I know.
Vic who said if
Wait.
you don't want to lose any money in Vegas, as soon as you get off the plane, turn around and walk into the propeller?
Hi, Rose Kirby out in the UK. Hi, Sentai. What's up? So before we get into the news, any other just overall thoughts on Vegas? No specifics. We'll get into specifics later if we have time.
Okay.
Any overall thoughts on it?
Yes.
Oh, what you got?
Yes. That always, always, always feels like coming home.
Mhm. It
Yeah.
really does.
And I think
It
it's
really
really
does.
great to be able to see, the faces of the names that we see over here in the
Mhm.
live chat.
Yes, big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, like we started realizing there were people who are in the chat or you lurkers out there who called Matt Boardman the Matt Boardman. We were like, oh, you watched the show.
You watched
like,
the show.
like people we didn't realize.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. Hello to
Ooh.
you.
Yeah. But we're going to get into specifics. So never
Yes.
mind. I was going to say, ooh, a specific. But
I know.
There's some
Oh,
fun
man.
specifics.
There's a lot of fun specifics. Fun specifics.
Okay, this is maybe this is not
Specific.
quite a specific, but overall, I had a moment when it was the four of us, and I was like, this is kind of tripping me out because I'm used to seeing your faces through Zoom.
Totally, yeah.
Right.
And it was like, wait, but
Yeah.
they're in person.
We're in person.
It was great.
Mhm.
Yay. Hooray for the main viewer.
Yeah. It was nice. Once I cleared
Yeah.
customs on the way back, one of the first people I saw was talking to somebody and they were like, sorry. And I was like, ah, I'm home.
Ah. So sorry. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
How have you been?
Sometimes you say it.
I think it really
Sometimes you
depends.
don't.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
Oh, but the
Jenny, did you
dry
did you
air
show?
sure makes me sneezy.
Oh
Sorry.
man, it
Oh,
did.
Excuse me.
Yes.
yes.
Did I
What's
do
going on
what?
there?
Did you show Melissa the ice slide picture?
Oh, the video did we? No, or the picture.
The
Yeah,
picture.
Quan and I made a like plastic ice luge to
Oh,
get ice into the
yes.
into the
Yes, you
cooler.
did.
It was
Yeah.
Oh,
quite
a
something.
fact.
I just saw the hand puppets, the shadow
Oh
puppets
my
on the
God.
ceiling.
That was the funniest thing in the world. At 3:30 in the morning, that was hilarious.
Uh,
Shadow puppets
on the ceiling. Yeah. It was
of
so
what?
random, but
We
really
were having a
great.
sleepover
Oh, and you guys were doing
in our room. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
Quan.
cute.
Quan did, and it was so unexpected.
I know. She did a really good
He
bunny.
kind of. It was a little wonky.
Kind of really good.
Sort of like a little bit Donnie Darko.
Yes.
So
Oh.
actually, this could be a fun poll.
Ooh.
This could be a fun poll.
I like fun polls.
I like fun polls too.
How about
Poll face, poll
saying what
face.
about what about a here is a fun one for all of you out there. President Archer, maybe it's going to happen, maybe it won't. Captain Janeway show, that's something people have been clamoring for. And Legacy, that's another one people clamor for. So let's do a poll.
Hmm.
If you could pick the next big Star Trek show, would you do Star Trek Legacy, the President Archer series, or the Captain Janeway? No, Admiral Janeway, whatever. A Janeway, like a Picard, Star Trek Janeway, we'll call it. Star Trek Janeway, not Captain Janeway, whatever. Anyway, let's get into the news since some people are like, stop saying President Archer and tell us what you're talking about.
A boot, a
So
boot.
this is from our pals over at trekmovie.com. What the heck? Pop-ups nowadays.
Joel in the live chat said VTC panel lacked suffered from a lack of polls.
I'm not going to touch that one.
I tried. I did try.
Exclusive. Scott Bakula eyeing Star Trek Return in President Archer series pitch from Enterprise producer. Well, that's pretty big news, right?
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun.
So let's read this. Let's read a little bit of this from
Yeah.
trekmovie.com. It's been 20 years since Captain Jonathan Archer and the crew of the NX-01 returned to Space Dock for the series finale of Star Trek Enterprise, wrapping up a 4-season run on UPN. What a series! What a network! It was the franchise's last network TV series. Since that time, okay, blah, blah, blah. Got it. We get it. Ahead of his appearance on Trek Movies, Does Canon Matter? And if so, when? Panel on Saturday at the STLV Trek to Vegas convention, Michael Sussman spoke exclusively with Trek Movie about a series concept he has been developing with Scott Bakula over the last couple of years.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I heard that. Bakula himself will also be at STLV for a Sunday main stage panel in a rare convention appearance. Now, this already happened. This was a couple days ago. Yeah, this stage appearance happened, and it was rare because it was the last time he did it was in 2016.
That's a long time ago.
Right.
It
So
is a long time ago.
he says he does it once every 9 years, so we will welcome him back in 2035. Everybody, wait, 34. So this is interesting. This is more than just a floated idea. This is actually being developed by an Enterprise writer producer and
Mhm.
the would-be star. So, President
Right.
Archer, according to Sussman, the idea of Bakula returning to the franchise began a few years ago while Star Trek Picard was streaming on Paramount Plus. That show wrapped up in 2023 under showrunner Terry Matalas, himself a veteran of Star Trek Enterprise and friend of Sussman. At that time, in an email exchange with Bakula, Sussman first joked, "How soon are we going to see Star Trek Archer on Paramount?" Then quickly realized he actually had an idea based on some seeds planted 2 decades before in Enterprise, and Bakula was intrigued. He immediately glommed onto it. Sussman tells Trek Movie.
Woo!
Bakula is known for his glomming.
Yeah.
Glomming.
The seed was based on the last episode Sussman wrote for the franchise, In a Mirror Darkly Part 2, from late in the show's fourth season. That episode was set in the Mirror Universe and featured Bakula playing Archer's Mirror Universe doppelganger. Does those double dots make a doppelganger?
Oh no.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who at one point had access to a Starfleet database from the future on board the USS Defiant and looked up his Prime Universe counterpart in a graphic seen by viewers as well. According to Sussman, it occurred to me that someone in the writing staff, not the art
Wait.
department, needed to write this graphic. Somebody needed to think about this, right? This was going to be a graphic that spelled out Archer's life and career after the series ended. Knowing the franchise was going into the freezer for a spell,
Oh.
Sussman outlined Archer's future, aware this graphic quote might be fully visible on the finished episode and therefore become Trek canon. In the end, it was, and it did. That was confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. My brain is farting all over the place
Yeah,
during
me
that.
too.
I got stuck on the scene in a graphic seen by viewers as well. And I was like, is that the right scene? Is that
Yeah,
the
what are we
right scene?
What are we talking about here, Matt and Jenny?
So in a Mirror Darkly Part 2, Mirror Mirror
It's okay,
Archer
we're all
is
very tired. And
Yes.
we are a mess right now.
We are.
oh my
I
gosh,
still
yeah.
smell like smoke.
I'm so tired.
Oh my gosh, seriously. He's
I'm so
reading
tired.
about the history of Prime Universe Archer. And so
Right.
and it's said that he becomes president of the Federation. And so what Sussman is saying here is that he had the forethought to think, at some point somebody is going to read this graphic. It's going to be clear enough and it's going to be on screen that people are going to be able to see it. And so he wanted the information that was in there to be written by somebody from the writing staff versus just something filled in by somebody at the graphic.
Yeah, exactly. It is not just like a Buckaroo Banzai reference.
Right, exactly. So, and that's exactly what happened. The way that it was shot was it's right there for everybody to read, and in a way, it's future proofing Archer's legacy.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. But wait, what does it say? Did we talk about this yet?
Here, let me see if I can look it up here.
My brain went.
Future proofing. Yeah.
What? What's happening? Where am
Look,
I?
bunnies.
Who is
We're in
here?
the-
I don't know.
We're in the mirror universe. Where's my mustache?
See, that's why.
That's
Yeah.
goatee.
Oh
So
my.
anyway, there's more to this here. Is that what you guys are telling me? Oh, here's the graphic, you guys. OMG.
Ah, perfect.
Oh, there we go. All right. I searched it up
OMG. OMG.
Psychological profile. I'll look at psychological profile. Charming, bold, a born explorer. What is this? Like a board game card? That's what it feels
Yeah,
like.
that's what it looks like.
Biographical overview. Son of famed warp specialist Henry Archer, Jonathan Archer was appointed captain of Starfleet's first Warp 5 starship Enterprise NX-01 as an explorer and peacemaker, blah, 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 blah. Archer was also appointed an honorary member of the Andorian Guard by General Thylek. I don't remember if that's
Thylac
pronounced right.
Shran.
Yeah, Thylek Shran in 2164. He's the only human to have two planets named in his honor. Archer's planet
Whoa.
in the Gamma Trianguli sector, and Archer 4, which orbits 61 Ursae Majoris. Archer 4 was, this is getting boring. Today, the population, where does it say
If you
Up
look
top.
up there, it talks about so his former
president? There it
assignments.
is. That's it. That's the point right here, right?
Yep.
President UFP 2184 to 2192. So what that means is that is exactly 20 years after.
Mhm.
And we're
Well,
currently about 21 years after that took place. So this is
oh,
perfect. So if the series were to start in the next few years, they could just say 20 years have gone by. And now
Right.
here is day one. President Archer is being appointed to president of the UFP,
Whoa.
and drama will ensue.
Crazy.
woo!
That's really cool.
I would love this show. I
Ooh.
would put this
Mhm.
above
I
the
would
others.
too. Me
personally.
too.
Yeah.
I voted for this one.
I've been trying to
Mhm.
I didn't, but now I feel, well,
You just said legacy out of habit, huh?
yeah. I did. I did. But now I'm like, I was gonna start watching a Star Trek show again because now I'm ready for it. And not that I wasn't, you know what I mean? Because you're just coming up to, anyway, but this sort of like reinforced my feeling that it might be time to watch Enterprise again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Melissa and I are fighting the sneasels right now.
What do you get sneezels for?
I know.
It's all
It's
that
the-
desert and smoke.
Yeah.
It was
and
very
smoke.
dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dry and smoke and air conditioning all combined makes
Mhm.
a very funky
And
head.
armpits. Yeah. Here's a fun game though, before we get too deep into this. I would love for us to think about who else could be on this show. Because Starfleet Academy, we know that there's the doctor. He can be
Yeah.
in there because, whatever, they've got the technology for that. And they can bring in people from Discovery, of course, that's easy. And they can bring in
Mhm.
holograms of whatever, or computer graphic novels or holodecks or whatever.
Yeah.
So in this is 2184. President Archer has just become president. It's his first day. Who else can be a part of this? I mean, that we already know, like characters that we can really only pull from Enterprise, right? Because
Mhm.
they're
Mm-hmm.
at 2184, we're not even to Strange New Worlds, even close to it. So we can only pull from that. I mean,
You can have like baby Sarek,
yeah. Oh, this is true.
right?
Yes. We can have baby Sarek.
Oh.
Or Pelia.
Of course, we
Yeah.
can have Pelia.
Oh.
See, you guys, we're doing
Yep.
it.
It's not completely
Pelia.
asleep.
I think that T'Pol is definitely very likely.
Oh, yeah.
And how long does Phlox live? Long time, right?
Ooh, good
Right?
question.
We'd have
This
John
is
on
something
there.
we've mentioned before too, that there's no reason that he can't live 300 years too.
Yeah.
Well, and
Mhm.
I think too, this would be a perfect opportunity to right a wrong that was made, and that is Trip is not dead.
Tripped. Yeah.
Agreed.
To erase
I
that and
agree.
make it as though it was some error in the holodeck
Yeah.
information, right?
Exactly.
That Riker had.
Or it
And
was like, yeah.
Because it was
Or
just a
something.
holodeck program.
or something, or like have it be that he was he was taken by Section 31 and turned
Yeah.
in, I don't know, something
It wasn't even
interesting
an
there.
episode. It was just a holodeck program.
Right,
There is no
exactly.
last episode.
Oh my God, you guys. What about, and forgive me, I haven't watched Enterprise in 20 years.
You should.
I know, I'd love to. What about
Mhm.
Degra? Did he die at the end of the Xindi arc in
Yes,
the third season?
yeah,
Damn,
Degra
did
died.
they all
He
die?
was- yeah,
But
he
they
was
got to
killed.
bring the Xindi back. We've got to
Yep.
see
Yeah.
the Xindi coming in, because what was the show that talked about like that acknowledged that the Zindi actually ended up being in the Federation, right? There was
Oh
an
yeah.
episode that mentioned it where it's like, oh yes,
I
they're
thought it was
actually like
Was
it
it
was
in
Picard or
fishermen.
Picard?
Discovery.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I think it was
Picard,
Picard. I
Mm.
think.
Yeah.
Gotta
And
find it.
also the Suliban,
of course.
Mm.
right?
Silic.
Silic.
What about Shran? Did he die? He didn't die.
No.
No, I mean he and those
Shran.
Tellarites would be, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Vulcan, Tellarite, human,
Yeah.
Andorian. That's so you can have, and you can have
Lynn,
anybody from Enterprise,
Yeah.
obviously, except Trip because he's dead.
He's not
Um,
uh,
dead. What's
Linda
wrong with
Anderich
you?
said Degra is dead.
yeah.
Joel said the Zindi were in Prodigy as guards.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
right.
That's what it was we saw him in recently.
Yeah, Prodigy
Good
season 1,
knowledge.
Discovery season 4.
Shout out to the Prodigy writing
Yeah.
crew.
And I
Mhm.
have
We
to
see what you're
mention,
doing.
when
Yes.
you said Zindi, the first thing that popped into my head was the Zindi la la la
I knew you were going to
la
say Vaughn
da,
Armstrong.
da, da.
Everybody that hasn't
I'm
seen the
so good.
Rat
Oh my
Pack,
God.
the Star Trek Rat Pack is a group of wonderful, talented musicians, and also Vaughn Armstrong. And I'm just kidding. No, it's Vaughn Armstrong of Enterprise, uh, Ethan Phillips, who's Neelix, of course. We have Jeffrey Combs, who was Wayun, and Shran, of course, Casey Biggs, who was Damar, and Max Grodenchik, who was
Mhm.
Rom, as well as their cool piano guy, Bill Burchell. And they put on a great show. They sing a lot
Yeah.
of cool Star Trek parody songs, and the Zindi song sung by Vaughn Armstrong is a
Mhm.
parody of Mindy, if you remember the Mindy song, but
Yeah.
they're a great show.
And I've had all day today since I woke up this morning. I may have even had it in my sleep, but I Jeffrey Combs is such an ugly vorta.
Oh no.
It's killing me.
Oh, it's so fun.
So for the
It's so
poll
fun.
today, everybody, 3% said Janeway, 39%
Mm.
said Archer, and 57% said Legacy still. Those guys, you Legacy people are hanging on
Are
We
tough,
sure
man.
rabid.
are.
know,
We sure
right?
are.
Even against a
Rabid.
possible President
I know.
Archer. But that's still close. That's the
Yeah, it
closest
is.
any
It
other
is.
show's gotten to Legacy.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll tell you why I picked Archer over
Why?
Legacy.
Yeah,
Is
let's
that
hear it.
because we have spent at least 7 seasons with the TNG cast,
Mhm.
and then 3 seasons with the Picard cast,
Mhm.
and
And
we've
4
got
movies of TNG people.
and 4 movies of TNG people.
Mhm.
And how much have we gotten of Enterprise? 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
True.
Yep.
4
I would
shitty
like
seasons only. Just kidding. They were great.
I love Enterprise.
Well,
So I'd like to explore that more. And we could,
Totally.
Mm.
yeah, explore. It's a good way to further explore the birth of the Federation.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mhm.
And they could be like, of course, at any point, Archer's like, all right, patch me into Captain Mayweather, things like that
Yeah.
would make us so
Yes.
happy.
That
Oh,
would make us
Hoshi.
happy.
Hoshi would
Hoshi,
absolutely
yeah.
be his
Mhm.
right hand
Totally.
person, right? She'd be like a diplomat. She'd be an ambassador.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
would be like maybe his first officer in that way, or president of communications or
Yeah.
something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
would be a huge win. She's got to be a series lead on that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. And see her further develop the universal translator. How cool is
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see that because it's true. Like Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, they got their 7 seasons. Voyager got 7 seasons. Sorry,
Yeah.
Discovery got 7 seasons. Um,
Yeah.
Enterprise, I mean, they got more than Picard
Discovery
and
got 5
Prodigy
seasons, didn't it?
oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, only
But it was
5.
like
Yeah,
over
but it was
7
They were-
years.
7 years.
They were no,
Yeah.
but I was just thinking they were aiming for 7 seasons,
Yes.
but you're right, they only
Mm.
got 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, Enterprise got more episodes in that amount of time in the
Mhm.
only 4 seasons, but still, you know, it feels like they kind of
Yeah.
got the shaft. And we all wished they had
Definitely.
at least a fifth season.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, and it feels like they keep trying to rehash the same things over and over and over again when there are still other things yet to explore that haven't been explored nearly as in depth as the people from TNG.
Yeah.
I
Now,
love
to
them.
be fair,
I
when I'm
love them.
yeah, when I'm talking my legacy, doesn't have them on it.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
they might pass through every once in a while, like but anybody in that 25th century
Right, but
Yeah,
space
you're
but
more
could.
even
wanting to see the
still,
I
25th
want to
century.
see, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I want to see like
But we're
the this guy, yeah, the G,
right,
yeah.
but we're
Anyway,
still
go on.
kind of getting Seven of Nine, and
Oh,
we've
for sure.
gotten so much of Seven of Nine. Not that
Mhm.
I love Seven of Nine.
Yeah,
Nine. I love her character arc, but I'd
mhm.
also like to explore other characters and see
Definitely.
more in depth than, maybe
Yeah.
Would
characters
you
that have already been explored far more than
And
than
yeah.
you're right in that, if you're looking for a group that hasn't been, it's the Enterprise people.
Right.
Like,
Well,
yes, right,
absolutely.
and it's
right,
Absolutely.
interesting, yeah, because well, if you think about it, there's two shows that I would say are probably the outliers of Star Trek: Deep Space Nine,
Hmm.
because I mean,
Mhm.
other than Worf came from Next Generation and over, but we really haven't seen anybody else from Deep Space Nine beyond the 7 seasons that they got,
Yeah.
and the other is Enterprise, and I think of the two shows, I would say Enterprise is probably the one that is the most outliерist because they just,
right.
like that's not even a
I like
word,
that word.
That's
but you know
okay.
what I
I
mean?
said
Like,
Discovery had 7 seasons. It's okay, man. We could power through.
but yeah, so yeah, I agree, Melissa. It would be great to see something different and to be able to expand on what they didn't get because
Mm.
because they suffered the fate of a lot of shows when there's a change in leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. I mean, I'm loving Strange New Worlds for the fact that we are getting more Nurse Chapel. We are getting more
Hmm.
Uhura. We are getting more characters that maybe were more peripheral in the original series. And now we're getting more from those characters,
Yeah.
more of their history, which I love. I
Hmm.
love learning about different characters' history.
Especially those TOS characters that really didn't get a lot of fleshing out
Right.
during the run of their
Yeah.
series.
But they're
Hmm.
definitely getting it now.
They're getting it now.
Mm-hmm. Woo!
Yeah, I
Bow,
would be down with
bow,
the cat
bow.
with President Archer, especially because it would be different. It would be maybe more like Deep Space Nine than any other show because Deep
Ooh,
Space Nine
yeah.
wasn't about exploring new worlds. It was about, diplomacy. It was
Hmm.
about
Mm,
political intrigue. I mean, there was still some exploration a little bit, but it was more like rather than going out and exploring things, things came to you,
Yeah.
right?
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And so
Right.
this is going to be not really like that, but certainly closer to that than any other show in that it's going to be less about being on a ship and exploring worlds and more about what's going on here, the discussions
Yeah.
of, because remember, some of the coolest stuff in the history of Star Trek, in my opinion, was the Dominion Wars. What was that?
Hmm.
It was diplomacy,
Yeah.
it was politics, it
Absolutely.
was war, it was
Mm-hmm.
chess pieces moving and
Right.
discussions and ambassadors. That's what we're going to get here,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and
I
then
would think.
mixed in, we still got day to day, which made it feel more authentic in its storytelling that
Mhm.
they're actually living through what it's like to live through
I
maybe a
mean,
war.
yeah, well,
Right.
think about how great this is. This is basically 20 years into the baby Federation.
Right.
There are 4 planets, four races. Maybe
Hmm.
at this point there are 7 or 8. And so a lot of this
Mm.
is gathering more planets into the Federation and adding more and learning about cultures and stubbing their toe as they're kind of fudging their way
Right.
through things.
Yeah.
developing the Prime Directive, developing all these kind of things. And it could be really, really interesting to see, the Federation in its infancy, just really kind of
Mm-hmm.
figuring things out and, screwing up here and getting some successes and some failures and
Mm.
other, you know, the Tholian, what do they call the Tholian something? The
Oh,
Tholian.
yeah, it's like a
Mm.
thing. It's like a
Matt's going to type it up for us. The Confederacy, the Tholian, what are they called? There's something like that. Anyway, other races are like, hey, this new up and coming, federation, let's take it down. So they're going to come into
mm-hmm.
like some major rivalries because the
Yeah.
Right.
Federation now is like the big kid on the block, right? They're bigger than
Mm-hmm.
all the other empires, the Romulan Star Empire, the Klingon Empire, the Cardassian Union. They're bigger than all those. But at this point, they're not. They're the baby that's trying to grow. It could be really interesting.
Yeah.
What do we
It
got,
could
Matt?
be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing like the government of the Tholians
Yeah.
is the Tholian Assembly.
Mm.
Assembly. Mm. Good point.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Boolean assembly.
And the
Yeah,
Gorn
just
hegemony.
yeah, like in the way Enterprise opened and the ship itself felt like you were on a submarine.
Hmm.
So it
Yeah.
wasn't this polished ship. You had to, have some nicks and bruises and bump your head a little bit before we get to the
Yeah.
Enterprise D, which is, so sharp compared to the first one.
hmm
But I love that kind of stuff. I love Enterprise for that reason because it isn't so polished. It isn't so, um,
Yeah.
you know, perfect.
Well, it's like that natural progression of NASA, right? Because you look, the way that the set,
Mhm.
right? It feels like it's just so we went from these shuttles and now we have, the International Space Station and now we have this big
Right.
starship that's yeah, like you said, it's still a little bit clunky and we're using
Right,
water to shower. We're not doing sonic showers and the
Yeah.
transporter
right,
you don't know you don't get in the transporter because you don't know if it's going to scramble your
right.
molecules, right?
And you
hmm
have a chef on the ship instead of a replicator.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then figuring out how all of that works together and functions on a ship that's going out into space. That's pretty fascinating. It's fascinating.
Yeah, right?
And it definitely
So,
fills out the universe.
so we have a poll
Mm.
question from somebody
Yay.
submitted one. Maro Bata says, poll idea, which guest that hasn't attended a STLV would you like to see the most? Now, who knows?
Ooh.
One that's never attended STLV, right? I
Yes.
can't. But
Yeah.
so I kind of said, what about somebody that we haven't seen in a while would you most like to
Oh,
see? But I'm excluding Patrick Stewart and Avery Brooks because I feel like those are such obvious answers and also
Yeah.
maybe
yeah.
pretty unlikely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you never know. So what I've got here is thank you very much, Katie, who says thank you, Ryan, Melissa, and Anne
No.
Marie for the best STLV convention ever.
Oh,
Aw,
that's
sweet.
nice.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
So the
Is
question is,
that
which
Katie?
guest? Yeah, I believe it's Katie who she did a lot of Voyager stuff,
hmm
Oh.
which
She's
was
a
great.
ballerina.
Yeah. Um, so who would you most like to see that we have not seen in a while? The options are, well, let me check because I put one option in there that I'm not sure hasn't gone in a while. Let me just check my work. Oh no. Well, that's not good.
Oh, Joshua Reeve says a legacy series and an Archer series wouldn't bump heads with each other, so why not both? I don't hate that
Ooh.
idea at
Nope,
all.
I'm not against that
Yeah, because
idea at
one's on the
all.
Enterprise and one's not.
Right.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Joshua Reeves got the right idea.
Yeah.
But here they are.
hmm
The options are Colomini,
hmm
because he was about to break that streak.
So close.
Jolene
Oh
Blaylock,
gosh.
Alexander Siddig, or Linda Park. Because
Oh
really,
my
the TNG
gosh.
people, we've seen them all recently. The Voyager people were just at STLV a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And original series, well, George Takei, I think he was there a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So really,
Hmm.
they're
Long
just a
ago.
couple Deep Space Nine leads and a couple Enterprise leads.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow, I
Hmm.
can't choose.
Oh, your settings are screwed up, or
No, there's
It's tough
just
to choose.
yeah,
it's so tough to choose between these fine people. I
yeah,
would
it's a
love to
Mhm.
toughie.
see
I
I
feel
would
like
love to see
Sid,
any of them.
Alexander Siddig, I feels like he came recently, like maybe 3 to 5 years ago, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think I feel like I
No,
saw him in either 20 or no, 2019 or
He wasn't there in 2023?
yeah,
I
I feel
don't
like
If
think
so,
he
then
maybe
I
he
made a
was
was.
there.
mistake.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he was there in 23.
He was the
Really?
one that I was trying to check on. I was like, I feel like he was recent, but I don't remember.
I don't think I've seen him since COVID.
That's fair.
It's very fair.
You may be right.
I may be crazy. So
I
anyway,
was,
those are the
yeah.
options. Kind of surprised nobody loves giving Linda Park some love. She may have been recent too. I
I
know
feel like
Column is not
she may
recent, and I know
have.
Jolene's been a long time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, Maro Bada says, what about Chris Pine? Baby.
That's not real Star Trek. Just
Excuse
kidding.
me,
Just
sir?
kidding.
Three
Chris
Kirks.
Chris Pine. Well, at the same time, it would be a 10-year anniversary of Star Trek Beyond Burger.
Oh, that sounds really good right now.
Right?
Hmm.
Remember how
Yeah.
nice it was when Zachary Quinto and Ethan Peck spent some time together? Remember that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That
it
was
was
I don't
recent.
remember.
lovely. It was
That
But
was
lovely.
recent.
Yeah.
but yeah, I would love to see Carl Urban. That'd be a good one.
Oh,
I would
yes.
too.
Double
And
vote for that.
for me, it's Carl Urban and Zoe Saldana because
Yeah.
those are two people
Yes.
that are in so many great franchises. I mean, Chris
Yeah.
Pine did that cool Dungeons and Dragons thing, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely something.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, I would love to
Oh,
see any of
man.
those folks,
Also, it's
actually.
nice, yeah, with Simon Pegg coming this year,
Hmm.
seeing the same way that people have really come around on Enterprise. I feel like the same thing is happening with the JJ movies. There's a real nostalgia thing happening for that crew that I think is really nice and well deserved.
The JJ
But
one?
yeah. But I think it's also interesting to step back from the J.J. Abrams movies from a more of a distant lens.
Yeah,
I think people are a little bit kinder now that some
exactly.
time has passed and they're not so angry about, oh, it looks a little bit different than
Not my
and
Star
we're
Trek.
not my Star Trek.
Kind of a
I know not everybody. I'm just
Not
kind of an
everyone,
no, I
but
was just gonna say maybe this is an edgy take, but I think people are looking back at the JJ movies with a little bit more acceptance
yeah.
is because they didn't like how much the JJ Abrams movies changed
right,
Star Trek.
right.
Sure.
But then Discovery came along and and made
And
Klingons
it
look
was
like orcs.
different. It was
And
differenter.
and suddenly people are looking back at the Kelvin verse stuff and we're like, actually, this is a lot closer to Star Trek. These guys, I don't even know what they're doing. Not that it's bad.
They
I'm
were
just
in a
saying
different
it's
universe.
an extremely different thing. I mean, it's
Mhm.
Yeah.
totally reimagining,
Yeah.
right? For right or wrong, for good or bad.
Yeah.
That's what
Mhm.
it's the J.J. Abrams movies are much closer to say 90s Star Trek
Yeah.
than Discovery and Forward.
Interesting. Yeah.
Mm.
Fandom is fascinating.
Because I
It's
noticed that when I
fascinating.
saw a few years ago when I watched the 2009 movie again, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is a lot more Star Trekky than I remember it being.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's because again, we're now judging on a curve. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
No,
it's very
And it,
different.
go ahead.
yeah, but I think time has a kinder lens than
Mm,
maybe because we've grown up a little bit more since then.
yeah,
So, time is a softening of the lens.
definitely. And I think even when we think about, because at the time we were like, whoa, this Star Trek is very like flashy and rock and rolly and we were all like,
Lens flares.
yeah,
Ah!
lens flares.
Yeah,
And
people were
now,
crying about lens flares.
yeah,
Grow up.
if you look at
Yeah, right.
just media in general, it's so much farther past that now that you look back at it and
Mhm.
it looks like Star Trek now, Like
Yeah.
it doesn't, yeah. That's really interesting.
Mm.
So yeah.
So here are a few comments on that.
Bones.
Joshua Reeves says, one of the best things about the first JJ movie is that all of my not Trek friends telling me they liked the movie.
Yeah,
So that was
absolutely.
something. That's something, and I'm not trying to
Hmm.
bag on Discovery. I'm just kind of trying to compare the two. Um, I think that a lot of non-Trek fans could watch the 2009 movie and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Mhm.
a lot of non-Trek fans would watch, say, Discovery's pilot and be excited for
Right.
it. Just because Discovery was, first of all, launching a series rather than a
Hmm.
movie, so it's going to be different. It's not
Mhm.
going to be like a smash, bang,
Yeah.
wow, kind of thing. But also because, it's setting up, it's doing the long game,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
Which
Yeah.
is just the
Yeah.
pilot. It's setting up this long thing, and you got to be more patient for that. Whereas the JJ movies, you can pop it in, get some popcorn,
Hmm.
have a good time.
And it's
It's actually pretty
fun.
fun. Yeah.
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 Especially
It
that
is
first 10
fun.
minutes. That first 10 minutes
Yeah.
is the best 10 minutes of the three movies,
Yeah.
in my
It's
opinion.
really fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It
I enjoyed
is.
watching it recently.
Because
Yeah.
it sets you up with some action and then it gives you the old
Mhm.
freaking gut punch right at the end.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Um, Glenn Iverson says there's been a softening of the lens flares.
Oh, that's awesome.
Linda
Oh.
Andreich says
Ah.
Beyond was the best for me.
I love
Uh,
Beyond Burgers.
Mark Zutkoff
Mm.
says the third one is no better regarding plot holes. They're all fun movies, but their Trekness is still up for debate.
Yeah, which is
Kate,
Hmm.
a good example of why I'm not saying everybody's coming around, but
Right.
there's a yeah, it's a less this is terribleness.
Right. I hate this because it's different.
Yes.
Well, I had a guy that I worked with who
Mhm.
his introduction to Star Trek was the movies.
Yeah.
And then he worked with
wow.
me and one other guy who had actually worked on some of the previous Trek movies with the Next Gen cast. And we said,
Hmm.
okay, if you like that, check this out. And we started showing him select episodes from Next
Oh.
Gen and Deep Space Nine. And he went, oh my gosh, this is so much better.
Yeah.
Right. But it was a good gateway for him to be introduced
Mm.
to other versions of Star Trek.
hmm So
Mm.
we
Hmm.
have our buddy Joel and Valisok saying, I keep saying, let Shatner cover sabotage for Star Trek 4. I'm telling all y'all it's sabotage.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
I
that be
can't
great?
stand it.
I know you
I
planned it. It's good. All right.
Wow.
Um, anyway, yeah, I was not and also not a popular answer, but everybody tends to say the same thing. One and three were great or good
Mhm.
or whatever, and two Into Darkness was a significant tier lower than one and three. But I feel differently. I
Hmm.
thought Beyond was the one that didn't do it for me.
Really?
Oh, that's right. I
Beyond was
remember you saying
so
that.
Beyond was just felt so formulaic and boring and like done. And then that
Hmm.
that uh that scene with the riding the motorcycle to the Beastie Boys was so contrived. I was like,
Ryan hates that scene.
it was so contrived. It was like they wrote an entire script around that scene. There's no
That's what,
way
yeah.
that was like a normal
Yeah.
thing to expect in this
I
movie.
feel
It's
that
just
way
a-
about the dune buggy scene in Nemesis.
It was like a
Yes,
giant
yeah.
supercross track.
Totally.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm just like, what are we doing here, guys?
They set up the
What
dune
are we
buggy
doing here?
early on just to have that
Mhm.
later.
The
But anyway,
Argo. Yeah.
a lot of people really liked Beyond. I thought that I was like, I know everything that's going to happen in this
Yeah.
episode or movie, whatever they are.
Sure.
Only Star Wars calls movies episodes.
Episode.
Well, let's move on to the next item. I'm super excited for President Archer show.
Yeah.
I would put that at the very tippy top of my list
Yeah,
of what I would want to see.
I would be very interested in this. Yeah.
hmm
Up next, our buddies at TrekCore. No, that's TrekCore.com. Nacelle Toys reveals accessories for several Star Trek figurines and unveils Ensign Nog prototype.
Oh, look at
Look how
that.
good that looks.
Wow,
Man
that's
How
alive.
amazing.
cute he is. He's
He's
so
so
cute. He's so cute.
Dang, that is
Aw,
a great sculpt of his
it
face.
Yeah,
really
isn't it?
is.
hmm
Jeez.
Wow.
How'd they do that?
I don't know.
ZBrush.
I don't
Whatever
know.
that means. Sounds like a
We're
dog.
like, what?
Donkey.
It's a digital sculpting program that you basically move like polygons around like globs
Wow.
of clay.
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
and then look at the fingernails.
I know. I was just looking at them.
ah,
Yeah, I quite like that.
yes.
I quite like that.
Love that. Ooh. So good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
what is
Who's
this?
that? Who is that?
Oh.
Oh.
She's beautiful.
Ah.
So everybody definitely go to trekcore.com to watch this thing. I don't know if we get dinged by playing another YouTube video here, but like when this is over, watch this interview. How long is it, Melissa?
It's about 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Ish.
So this
It's so
is
great.
Brian Volk-Weiss, who is the head of Nacelle Company, Nacelle Toys. Really cool guy,
hmm
legit
Mhm.
fan. He's the real deal. He's the coolest dude. I got to interview him on stage at STLV, and we
Mhm.
talked about this a little bit. We were trying really hard to not talk about toys because he was talking about all the toys and action figures in a panel later on. So we were trying to dive, but it's
Yeah.
so hard not to because it's so fun and so cool and so exciting.
Yeah.
And Melissa, you got interviewed by him to talk about this. So everybody
Yes.
definitely go check that out. Melissa is officially famous. It has
Yeah.
finally happened. This is so cool.
Well, and Lori
Um,
Ulster over in the live chat says that video warmed my wee heart today.
Oh,
Aw,
that's nice.
guys. Beyond the Nog reveal, Volkweiss also shared plans for the accessories coming with 4 of the upcoming action figure releases. Oh, she comes with a head. That's funny. There's a
Mm.
Valeris and a Valkyris.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. And
He
they
did a whole
actually,
yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
He had a
Jenny.
whole bit prepared for how they're like keeping the two of them straight in the company because their names are so similar. He had a
Look
whole
at all those
slide about
different
it.
hands.
Yeah. Different poses. So she can hold the different props.
Yeah. Linda Anderegg in the
Wow.
live chat asks, did they have to get Melissa's permission or approval for the Nog figure? And no, because I don't own the Nog figure. Nog.
hmm
Aaron doesn't own Nog. CBS and Paramount own Nog.
Yeah.
Right. It's IP.
So, yeah.
Right. Now, if
Look
they
how-
wanted to sample, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if at any point they wanted to do a sampling of Nog's voice through AI, then at that
Right,
point, then they
right.
would have to.
Good
Right.
point. So look at this. Romulan commander from Balance of Terror. This guy is beautiful. Look at these
Mm-hmm.
colors.
That's awesome.
And then he comes with his big old machinery and
So
everything.
great.
This is amazing.
They've
Yes.
Oh,
spared
isn't
no
that
expense with
isn't that the
the.
panel they stand around through the whole
Yes.
Yeah.
episode?
Yes, that's so great.
It's so crazy. Their accessories are like gigantic. They're not just like a little red,
Yeah.
bottle.
And they're the same price regardless of how big the accessory is. Like Worf
I love
here
that.
has a whole extra
Yes.
torso.
Oh,
Yes.
geez, look at that.
Sailor edition. This
Yeah.
is from Generations. Oh yeah, there it is right there.
Mhm.
Generations.
His face looks amazing.
It's so good, yeah.
Mhm.
It's so good.
And Jordy.
Jordy comes with a full
Wow.
arch,
Oh
Yes.
wow,
Amazing.
cool.
That's awesome.
Holy
So
like a
cool.
full-size arch.
These guys just come up with the
Yes.
funniest thing.
I know,
This
it's
is
amazing.
hilarious.
It's so good.
Did he come with a separate head too?
Yes,
Yes.
he
That's
does.
amazing.
And Kirk comes with the horse. A full
Yes.
horse.
A
That's
full
unbelievable.
horse.
And
The
it still just costs as
accessory-
much as the action figure.
Yeah, the accessory is
Yeah.
twice as much or twice as big as the action figure.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
unbelievable.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There also is, along with the new reveals, we also got some good close-up time with several of the company's figure prototypes, including Generations Kirk with horse and accessories, Year of Hell
Dill.
Janeway, Star Trek 6 Sulu with his T,
Mhm.
Tuvix, and TOS era Uhura with a
Oh my gosh.
gun.
Lori says that they apparently have the dillweed with
Yes.
the Kirk from
Yes.
Generation.
Yes.
Yes.
I want some toast.
Brian Volkweiss was very excited about the dillweed.
He was like, yeah.
That's
He comes
amazing.
with the stump and a
Yes.
piece of wood and an axe too.
Nah,
Yep.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
It looks great.
The likenesses are, I mean, this is so far beyond the Playmates figure.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
it is.
yeah.
Remember how sometimes it would
Yeah.
look so bad and you're like, this isn't even anywhere near what it's
It's like-
supposed to look like.
Yeah, like Deanna here. Deanna face. It's the worst. No offense,
Yeah.
darling.
Alex,
There's the dillweed.
That's
Dillweed, dillweed.
amazing.
I'm
Janeway's got-
sweaty.
Yeah, she got sweat,
Sweaty.
dirt.
Dirt. Blood.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Sulu's got tea.
I was just
Mhm.
gonna say, I love that he's holding the cup. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yay. Yay! I'm not.
Don't.
We've almost done it, Melissa. You just got to power through. So, Melissa, can you just tell us a little bit about the interview with Brian Volkweiss?
First of all, I have to say this guy is amazing. What a
Mhm.
wonderful, genuine dude. He's so and his love for Star Trek is infectious.
Hmm.
But the thing I loved about this interview is that I would be telling him stories and then he would start to tear up when I would tell him something, or he said he would get goosebumps when
Mhm.
I would explain something. And I loved how much he was invested in Nog. And he said that Nog was probably one of the most requested action figures, even before he had opened it up to,
Mhm.
Send us in your suggestion. People would come up and say, what about Nog? What about Nog?
Yeah.
What about Nog? Which is fantastic. I love
It really is.
love that.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and especially since, Nog didn't get a full action figure
Yes.
before this. He was always the choking hazard
Yeah.
to Rom.
It also sounds like a pickup line. I'm just,
No.
Wow.
there's it's
Yeah.
kind of a glass half full way to look at it.
No.
Doesn't always have to be
Yeah.
negative.
And can I just say,
Hell
meeting him
yeah.
in person in Vegas, I
Mhm.
didn't realize he was so tall.
Yeah.
He's very tall.
so
He doesn't
tall.
look that tall in like an interview. It all depends on
Yeah.
how people's cameras are angled. If
Yeah.
their camera's up, hooked up on top of their monitor, everybody
Yeah.
thinks you're short.
Hmm.
If you're looking down, they're looking down on you, everybody thinks you're tall. It's just kind of how it
Yeah.
works. But
He's
yeah,
so tall.
he's basically eye to eye with Sirach. He's like 6'3"-ish.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, tall.
Hmm.
Matt's that tall too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You are.
Yeah, he
Jenny,
is.
you're not that tall, right?
I'm pretty tall.
Are you? I don't
I'm
remember
like
you being
5'4".
tall.
I'm
Okay,
completely
yeah,
average height. No.
She
yeah,
is tall in
yeah, completely
personality.
average for a short person. Um, okay, moving on to the next item. Oh, so here's something you may or may not enjoy. Captain Kirk is basically hooking up with the Gorn
Ooh.
nowadays. And by captain, I mean Lieutenant Kirk. And by hooking up, I mean, just taking pictures with at
I
STLV.
love this picture. I
Oh
don't know
my
why,
God.
but it's kind of saucy.
Yeah, because he's like, yeah, you got a problem with this?
Is that
Yeah.
like a black latex or sheer
It's
some sort of
Green.
it's
material? Green?
green.
Oh, okay.
Spandex.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh. Oh my.
Oh yeah.
Oh my. But his shirt
Wow.
is pretty great. I'm just really
Oh
looking
my
at his
God.
shirt right
That is
now.
That's
amazing.
How funny is
hilarious.
that?
You know, I heard an interesting story about Paul Wesley
Mhm.
from another creation employee who said that they were at a Vampire Diaries convention and she went up to go get his autograph. And as soon as she told him that she loved him as Kirk, he was like so excited.
That's
Like he
Nice.
awesome.
genuinely loves that he
Oh,
gets to play Captain
Hmm.
Yeah.
Kirk.
I mean, those are big shoes
that's
to fill. I'm
Yeah,
sure
right?
those are.
hearing that is amazing to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
So on that
That's
note,
great.
G sharp. Um,
Ooh.
here's another
Mhm.
thing from STLV that you may or may not enjoy. Actually, this is from Facebook.com, and this is TrekCore posting this.
They have
Here it
some
is.
great stuff.
Look at this. Ethan Peck, Paul Wesley, and Christina Chong serving up drinks at the Lapa Lounge in the Rio during STLV. Yeah,
Yeah. Katie
Oh
and
Yeah.
I
this is
no.
walked by
me.
and we were like, is that Paul Wesley behind the bar? What the?
Yep,
That was amazing.
I'll have that drink. That's a tall drink of something, huh?
Wow.
That
Right?
sure is.
Those those
Wow.
bottles almost look like they could be at Quarks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ah!
And there's football back there. That's something to
Heck
enjoy
yeah.
too.
Oh
Oh,
my
looks like a
Lord.
Rams game.
Oh, my Lanta.
Oh, she's so great.
Yes, she is. This is so much fun.
Yeah,
By
I
the
love
way,
that.
It's
a
so
word
much
about
fun.
Christina Chong and Ethan Peck. I watched a little bit of their photo op session at
Hmm.
STLV, and they do exactly what anybody would want them to do. And this is all you could ever hope for and ask and wish. This is what people do. They come up, they get next to you, huh? Smile, picture, go. Next person, you're up, boom, smile, whatever. Christina Chong and also Ethan Peck, they don't just give people a picture. They don't give them a photo. They give them a memory. They give them a
Hmm.
moment.
Oh.
Somebody comes up, Christina gives them a big hug. She's dancing. They're having fun. Big hug, smile, laugh. Here it is. Oh, great to see you. Awesome. While the next person walking up, she's dancing, having a little time. Big hug, big smile. And I'm like,
Oh.
it doesn't take maybe more than a second longer than the other stuff, but
Right.
it gives
Mhm.
somebody that memory, that moment. It wasn't
Yeah.
like I walked in, there was a group of people, I took a picture and I walked off. It's like they came in and then Christina was dancing and hugging and people high-fiving and cool shirt and man, that just makes all the difference in the world. That's all you want. Give
Yeah.
that person's throwing down some hard-earned cash.
Mhm.
Give them a memory. Give them a moment in time to cherish. And that's just beautiful. I love to see that. And they do it.
I'm
Yeah.
glad. Yeah,
Like
Ethan
Whitney
is
Houston
lovely.
say.
Go on.
Like Whitney Houston would say, one
One
moment
moment in
in
time.
time.
I was totally thinking it. I
Yeah.
didn't want to say it.
And I'm more than I want, thought I could
Thought I could
be.
be.
Oof.
Beautiful song. Wait a minute. Oh, it's a mock trade. Never mind. Thought a trade had happened in the NBA, but it's a mock trade. Doesn't mean anything. It's not a photo op a mock. It's a photo op a mock trade.
It's a trade amok.
Yeah.
Trade a muck. Yeah.
Here's another one. Let's see. What's this one? This is also on Facebook. Oh, it's another Trek Core. Captain Proton to the rescue.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, this Captain
Yay!
Proton sure looks familiar.
Uh-huh.
Sure does.
All right, live chat, let us know who is that proton. Name that proton with the, oh, that thumb looks unusually human colored.
Uh-oh.
That looks like-
Those are
Live
cool
chat,
gloves.
name that proton.
It's such a great costume.
It really
Cosplay.
is.
So great.
Like
Did you see
really
the
is.
Did you see the photo
Yes.
op with that is so
It's-
great.
So good.
Mm.
Because Robbie's like,
What did he do?
the person in the costume.
I mean, but what did Robbie do? Was he excited about it?
he was,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he was like, "Ah."
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's a particularly great little photo.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the person is commenting, oh, that's me.
Hey!
And you're replying to this person's
I know.
comment. It's funny. Let's see if
But
the live
everybody's
chat got
getting
it.
it.
Because I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was her.
It
Oh,
is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Until I saw that picture and I saw the face and I was like, oh.
That's funny. It is
She is
meteorologist Katie Nicolau, of course, everybody. What a wonderful job she did.
Mhm.
Unbelievable.
Really?
So good.
'Cause I got you.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Oh, boy. All right. We're going to need the cliff notes on this one, Melissa P. Longo.
Uh-oh.
This is from Collider.com. Simon
Oh.
Pegg calls Quentin Tarantino's unmade Star Trek script batshit crazy.
Yeah. Really, there's just one quote that's kind of at the beginning
Oh, fun.
that kind of just explains it all.
Let's check it out, Ryan. Let's look at the quote. Don't yawn. It's making me sleepy.
It's
I'm
not
looking for the quote.
italicized.
He says,
sleepy.
I think it would have been such an incredible sort of curio
Mm-hmm.
to see Star Trek through his lens. I don't know how it would have gone over with the fans, but it certainly would have been an interesting thing. Okay, I don't see.
I thought he said it at the beginning.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
That's what we call in the business batshit crazy. It was everything you would expect from a Quentin Tarantino Star Trek script to be. I want details, though, you guys. This honestly makes me more curious. Now I want this made even more. Where
Yeah.
they're like, it is exactly what, basically we're watching Jackie Brown in space, I'm down with that.
So there's monologues, there's violence, there's more monologues, there's
Cigarettes,
a twist.
there's feet.
Yeah, there's definitely feet.
Ew.
Quentin Tarantino
No,
is
let's
very
not
much
do it then.
He is a foot person
He
for
likes a
sure.
foot.
There's always foot stuff in his movies.
Your father
Often
gave me
Uma's
this
feet,
chronometer.
specifically.
Yeah. Maybe she's got nice
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, their feet.
I mean, whatever, to each their own. I remember one time I was working at a restaurant And one of my friends, we were both waiters. He comes up to me. He's like, "Man, did you see the feed on table 33?" And I was like,
No.
"No."
No.
Should I? Is there
Mm.
anything about it, or is it just
Yeah.
that you really, really, really clearly like them a lot? Because it's
Although,
okay if you do, but I'm just gonna go ahead and take this pot pie to table 14.
Hmm.
ooh, that sounds delicious.
Everything
But
does right now. You must be hungry.
yeah, I'm very hungry. But I do know notice a nice arch because of
Yeah, with
dancing.
Jordy.
Yeah, I was just gonna you're Jordy.
Yeah.
Because you're a dancer. She's a dancer.
A
Yeah.
nice arch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like of us, Matt would be agreeing with me that he wants to see a Tarantino Star Trek movie. Or do you think it's just a bad fit? Don't do it. Do go in a different direction.
I mean, it's definitely there's part of me that's very curious to
Yeah.
see where he would go with it. I mean, I would definitely expect a lot of blood and gore from him,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it'd be interesting to see where he took it. I'd love if he wrote out like a treatment for a script. I'd love to read
Mhm.
it.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Mm,
necessarily want Paramount to like spend money on it, just given the
mm.
state of things, but yeah,
Well,
if he
yeah.
could just manifest it out of thin air, then yeah.
But okay, hear me out. Reservoir Dogs but set in the Star Trek universe.
Yeah, Section 31,
Okay.
baby. Section
Ooh.
That would
31.
work. So
Yeah.
if they had done that, maybe. But I'm thinking
Well,
about,
Hmm.
this is
yeah.
actually interesting on that note. We've got a late addition to our articles.
Oh.
Looks like is this written by Back of the Head? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
At screenrant.com. Way out in the Philippines, still getting work done. Here it comes.
Mhm.
It is 4 new Star Trek shows being pitched to Paramount explained. Star Trek Year One. That is what we've talked about this one
Mm.
before. This would be great. Basically, it's Kirk and Spock, Year One.
Yeah.
You're
What
one.
happens? The original series was not year one. We don't know if it was year three or year
Yeah.
two, but this
Yeah.
would be amazing.
That cursor was in a fun place there, Ryan.
Where was it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. I'll have to look at the tape.
Uh, Ethan's
Uh,
pecs.
Ooh,
That's
oh,
all
that's
I'll
fine.
nice.
say.
Uh, 3, Star Trek United, created by Michael Sussman and Scott Bakula. Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious. Give it all.
Yes.
I'll take it all, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Tawny,
Oh
oh
yeah.
right. Tawny Newsom's live action Star Trek comedy, created by Tawny Newsom and Justin Simeon. Remember the football player
Yes.
Simeon Rice?
No.
Oh, he's a football player.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, this would
That's
be
great.
really cool.
Yep.
It would be.
It would indeed.
Star
Oh,
Trek
that one.
Legacy, of course.
Hey.
I feel like this like obligatory Star Trek Legacy mention.
Yep. That's right.
I know. And
They
I'm
even had a
sorry
table.
to say, but it's getting a little, I don't know, shoved down
Oversaturated.
the throat. Yes. Well, I
Still,
mean,
huh?
today, or not today, during the convention, I love the idea of sending out fan letters
Mm.
and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm not a fan of people walking around saying, sign this, sign this, sign this,
Mm.
and making it more of a forceful thing rather than a thing of choice.
Right.
And it kind of sours the milk a little bit when they're like,
Mm.
here's this.
Mhm.
I thought they were just giving me a postcard with an option to sign it,
Right.
but no, they're like, sign this. I'm gonna come back and get it back from you after you've signed
Ooh.
it. I'm
Oh,
like,
that's aggressive. That's like the people that wait
no,
outside of grocery stores. I'm like, please leave
Oh
me
exactly.
yeah.
alone. I
No, no,
just
no, no, no.
No.
just want to get some laundry
Yeah,
detergent and a
I'm not gonna
caramello.
join your cult
Seriously.
because you're saying, here, sign this. So it's become a little bit too aggressive,
There's an
Okay.
in my opinion.
enthusiasm there. There's an
Yes, but
enthusiasm that's,
still,
yeah.
it should be a genuine
Right.
enthusiasm, not a forced enthusiasm.
Right.
I can agree with that pretty much completely. However, we need to remember that would be one group of people. That's not all of
Hmm.
the fandom behind Legacy,
Sure, sure. But yeah, it
but I
sours the
can
milk.
yeah, that's a
Just
good point.
putting it out there.
It's a very good point. So everybody, be careful not to overdo it. Here's the thing. And that maybe that's how the heads at Star Trek feel. They're like, we know you want legacy. Oh my God, we know. We get it. You don't need to tell us. You don't need to remind us. We're 50,010 signatures is not enough, but 50,011 is. No, that's not the case, just enough. So I think what it
Yeah.
is I think that might be the sentiment that there comes a point where they know. And if they're not going to do it, beating the drum more is almost feels like it's going to make it more of a no, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
it's counterproductive. And
it
we
could be. I
don't
don't know. I'm just guessing, but yeah.
yeah, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes over at Paramount. There's
Hmm.
been a lot going on with the merger and the sale of Paramount. So
Sure.
we don't know what kind of things are in place that might hinder or might make legacy possible. So,
Hmm.
you know, I mean, the enthusiasm is great, but don't force it on me.
Right. Right. Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right.
I wonder if there's extra push because of the merger and there's sort of like are the same people making the decisions and do we need to send out a
Mm.
whole extra pile of we want it for the people who didn't know that we wanted it who like except we don't know who the people are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the week ahead. Well, actually, before we do that, very, very, very quickly,
Threw him off his game there.
Melissa, it sounds like Melissa, we have your least favorite moment of STLV. What? Give us give us one or two least favorites and top three favorites. Super quick lightning round, everybody.
Well, I can give you some top three favorites. One, meeting Carlos Baena in
Yes.
person.
Oh
Fantastic.
my
The
God,
director
yes.
Yes.
of
Yes.
Unification, the short film. So good.
Yep.
He's a delight.
Hmm.
Um, the Star Trek and Chill panel. Woohoo! But my top one was Sirach's birthday toast
Oh
because
Oh.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
that guy is so wonderful.
Hmm.
And he got teary-eyed, and you couldn't see it behind his glasses, but we could. Ryan and I could, because we were
Yeah.
sitting right next to him.
because we kept
But
going like this to him. We kept going, how does that make you feel, Sirach? What do you think? Let me get that for you.
but he's one of those genuine guys.
Hmm.
So yeah, top three.
What about yourself, Matt, comma the?
Oh man. Well, let's see. Some things that I liked. I loved movie night. I loved that every night there was a
Yeah.
movie and it was so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Like it was like I mean, movie experiences for me are so much better when the audience claps, they cheer, they all laugh together
Yes.
and we
So
had
good.
Mm.
oh man, we had a bunch of that and first contact. Oh my gosh, the whole seating area was
Yeah.
packed. So
Beautiful.
great.
I think it was
So
Packed.
great.
Friday
Yeah.
night.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. Um, I thought there was a lot of really cool, well, there's just cool people there, you know. It's fantastic to see
Yeah.
everybody. I love the Roddenberry Archive exhibit. That was really, really cool.
Hmm.
Uh,
Mm.
And let's see, what else are we saying? One thing that we didn't like?
Or
Something we didn't
whatever.
like?
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know. I can't
Name
say.
names.
No, I don't think that there was anything that I would say in public.
Okay. What about yourself, Henny?
Well,
You can
getting to
find
see
me. Oh, that's how she usually starts that off.
getting to see and talk to Simon Pegg was really fantastic and watch his
Ooh.
panel because I've been a fan of his for like a bazillion years and him being in Star Trek is like just a bonus. Um
Hmm.
Wow.
yeah, that was awesome.
That is funny.
What else? The Best of Both Worlds panel with Brannon and Ron that Scott Mance did
Oh yeah.
was mwah. And Elizabeth Dennehy and David Livingston. It was such a
Mm.
great little crew and the conversation was fantastic. I love those kind of deep dives.
Hmm.
What else? There was so much. Like there was so
Mhm.
much. Um
So
there
much.
was so much. It was I would
Ophthalmic
say
Star Trek first contact lens. That's funny,
yeah.
Walter Ian, right?
One of the only drawbacks for me was that there was so much stuff that I had to make some really hard decisions about this versus this, or, having to decide
Hmm.
where I was going to be and what I was going to be doing. And that was like, there were some panels that I was like so sad that I didn't get to see. Um, yeah, but it's just, uh, mm, mm. I just love
Okay.
it. I just love it so
What did you
much.
hate? Anything?
Having to make hard decisions.
Fine, too easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Yes, Melissa?
I don't know what I hate.
I hated leaving my
That's too
friends.
easy
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
My favorite part was seeing my friends. My least favorite part was not seeing my friends. That's not edgy.
But you
Edgy?
know
You
what though?
want edgy?
It is kind of funny that
You
like that
tired
last
to
moment
be
where you
edgy.
realize that, oh wait, crap, the convention's over and we all have to kind of go back
I
to
Yeah,
know.
we have
the
to
real
leave the
world.
Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can conjure up a few things that I really liked.
Yay.
I like the moment that Scott Bakula had with another guy
Oh
named
yeah.
Ryan. I can't remember his last name, but there was this beautiful moment with the guy's mother,
Mm-hmm.
um, on
Oh.
stage. That was really cool. And I got to meet the guy at the poo party later. We were talking, and I was like, "Oh shit, that was you."
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Aw.
and that was cool. Also seeing all my friends, but I hated not
Yeah.
seeing them after. Um, oh yeah, the panel with Sirach was
Mm.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was very, very good. What was another good, fun thing? Honestly, I kind of liked last night just futzing around for a couple hours in Vegas, like just kind of doing the
Mm.
actual Vegas thing, while
Yes.
everybody's traveling home or going to bed or packing or crying. We're
Yeah.
like, let's do stupid things. Woohoo! Let's do
Woohoo,
dumb
That's
stuff.
nice.
buffet.
That's
We love
awesome.
a good buffet.
It's my
Even
the things I didn't like, um, that I can share. Tell you, there's one thing I really, really, really didn't like, and it's kind of related to one of the things that I mentioned.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
Um, and boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can't mention that one either. I mean, I can, but look, here's the thing, guys. If somebody says wait till 6 p.m. for something, wait till fucking 6 p.m. for something, okay? That's the fucking rule. Anyway, um,
I remembered
sorry,
one more thing that I
Ryan.
really liked.
yeah, let's hear it,
Ooh.
Matt.
So
Get
I
me
got
out
the
of this.
opportunity to work the autograph
Yes.
line for Rebecca Romaine.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And prior to that, somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, I heard rumor that Jerry O'Connell is here." And I was like, "I am so sorry, I don't have any information to share with you." And so I get back there, and who walks out? Jerry O'Connell.
There it
And it
is.
was
And he
so
says, I've
cool.
got
Yeah.
information to share.
Yeah, now I've got information. And it was so cool that he was just there and he was working the line and walking
Yeah.
up and shaking hands with people and
Yeah.
taking
Hey.
selfies while she
Yeah.
signed autographs. And I just thought that the two of them were so cool.
Hmm.
Like they were very gracious. There were a lot. She
Oh
signed a
yeah.
lot of things, and it was a very long line for
Hmm.
people. But I think everybody had it was a much better time because he was out there, entertaining people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Except for that one couple that walked up and he walked right past them, and the lady goes, "Who is that?" I was like, "Oh my gosh."
You don't want to know.
Aw.
Well, that's all
No way.
great.
Hmm.
Let's talk about the week ahead, everybody. So,
Woohoo.
boy, yesterday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released our full review of Mailbag episode. Boy, oh boy, mailbag episode. You asked
Hey.
questions, we answered. We do it very rarely. This is only the second time ever. So that was our mailbag episode. Now, coming up this week, in 2 days from now, on Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we'll release our full review of Strange New Worlds Season 3, Episode 6, with very special
Ooh.
guest. Well, who knows yet, but hopefully, probably someone, and we can't wait. That's this Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel. Then on Friday, come right back to this channel, the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel. We're going to be live at, I still feel like I'm going to sneeze. We're going to be live at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel for Star Trek and Chill. It'll be like this, but fun, not all serious. Here we just
But
drop
fun.
all the crazy news and rumors. We're professionals. This is legit. Paramount pays us the big bucks.
Yes.
We
Star Trek and
wish.
Chill,
Yes,
we
yes,
just
yes.
chill. We have fun. We do it for free. We do it for the love of Star Trek and Squirt. Then on
Yes.
Sunday, this coming Sunday, wait, where are we? God, I need to update this. This coming Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel, we will release our first segment review of everybody's favorite TNG episode. Say it with me, Schisms.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bless you. Oh, wow, we transferred
Wow.
Gesundheit.
these over to Jenny.
Sorry.
Uh, and then lastly, back on Monday
Gesundheit.
next week, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we will jump back into Star Trek Season 6 with our full review of Time's Arrow Part 2.
Mm.
Jenny, where can people find you and your goodies online, please?
Well, you can find me on the internet at Jenny R. Johnson
Perfect. Oh,
Art,
there's more.
where I probably, and when I say that's my social media anyway, and I'll probably like do a little STLV update, and then I have to like actually paint a lot, like a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Anyway, so or you can pop over to my website. Ooh, and you should pop over to my website, sign up for my newsletter because I got news. Oh wait, my website is jennyrjohnson.com. That's
What
a
about
helpful piece of
yourself,
information.
the Matt?
Well, you can find me on the internet too.
Perfect.
No, check out
Yeah.
my check out my YouTube page. Check out my ArtStation page if you want to see some cool Star Trek art. And then you'll find me here on Tuesdays. If you were at STLV last week, you would have found me there. And maybe you'll see me on Facebook sometime talking in the
Yay!
comments.
Facebook comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Ryan?
I don't know. Let's ask Melissa. What about you, Melissa?
What about you, Lisa?
You can find me at walkingartmadebymelissa.com and here on the main viewer and start to
Mm.
get chill and the seventh rule. And yeah.
And after this, knocked out in your bed. Wait, don't find it there.
Ew.
That's creepy.
You got
After
me
food.
out, turn me inside out. Remember that song?
Paula Abdul.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to pinch your nose for it. All right, and everybody, or Britney Spears too, I think, kind of. Everybody, you can find me
Okay.
online at Ryan TG Husk. Once again, that's at Ryan TG Husk, or just Virtual TrekCon Falling Tower or the Seventh Rule on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube, because that's what we do, Tube. Thank you very much to Linda Anderegg, Dave Gregory, Glenn Iverson, Chris Marshall, Joshua Reeve, John Davis, Bob D, Lucia Raz, Walter Ian K, Herbert Turner, Redshirt Bob, the Rookie of the Year, Glenn Iverson, Melissa M, Mark Zutkoff, Arg, Scott, and everybody else. It's been a lot of fun. MF, what's up, MF?
Mm.
The On B.
Mm.
That's it for us, everybody. It's It's been a long road, but we are back and we will never leave you again. Oh, wait.
Maybe.
Are we
Oh
gonna?
wait.
No, maybe
We
not.
are.
No, I
Not,
guess
oh,
just
maybe not the vain viewer. Okay.
no, just maybe in a year. But remember, this is episode TMV episode 198. So what that
What?
means is I said 198. And remember, we have our season premiere right after Star Trek Day. That's kind of where our seasons end.
Right.
So that means next week will be episode 199. The following week will be our big giant 200th episode finale, or I mean,
Wow.
shebang. I don't know what you celebration. What do they call those things? Extravaganza. Then the following week will happen to be our season 4 finale. And then the following week, of course, will be the season 5 premiere. So it's just going to be the main viewer is going to get crazy.
That is crazy.
You're going to love it.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hoopla, hoopla,
And
yay!
meanwhile, Star Trek and Chill is going to be taking days off every other week, basically, for these
For a
conventions coming
little
up.
while.
Thanks very much. When you want to talk about Scott Bakula and President Archer, put it on the main viewer.
What?